Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Panda, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIII. In the last episode, we took control of this prick. We also defeated Bert and Ernie, and completed Chapter 6. And in this episode, we'll be trying to complete Chapter 7. So, let's get going.
You've changed, haven't you? Seems like you've toughened up.
I'm a lessee. I had to.
Yeah, the only ones that ought to be fighting the army are us dumb grown-ups.
You think it's stupid to fight?
It is if you get killed. Anyway, just lay low. Let the dummies duke it out. The army's no match for Nora, right?
He was smiling.
It's me. What's up?
You damn well know what's up!
Why haven't you called in?
Sorry, slipped my mind.
Right. What's your status?
Great, great. Hope's great too. Are you all right?
I'm great, you're great, everybody's great. Reunion time. What? Figure out a rendezvous point. Don't sweat it. That line's hyper-encrypted.
Hey, sis. Is that you?
I'm not your sister.
This city's under our jurisdiction. We're the ones defending it. We should have a say in what's done to protect it.
Attention all units. Ignore all fire zone restrictions. Fire at will.
What?
Whatever it takes to kill the lessee. Over.
Whatever it takes. You want to start a war in the streets? Civilians are still evacuating. The collateral we're talking about is unacceptable. You don't know what it's like out there.
You don't understand why we're here. Who do you think it is? Terrified of Pulse and begging us to kill the lessee. It's not the Sanctum. It's not us. It's the people.
We'll meet at Hope's place. Felix Heights, 35A.
Right. See you there. Tell Fang hey.
Take care of Hope.
All over it. And I'll tell you more about Sarah when we meet up. I found out she can turn back. There's still hope.
Snow, listen to me. It's about Hope. His mother was...
It's me.
Hope? Hope! Answer me! Hope!
Yelling doesn't fix it. It's called interference. You can chit-chat when we get there. I've got point. You fall in behind. And see if you can't cool off that head of yours.
Well, that was a lot to unpack there. This is the first time I played in, I don't know how many weeks, probably 2 or 3 at least. It's definitely been a while. That being said, I think this is the first time we get to play as Fang, which, as I've read, is a fan favorite. And when I first played this, she definitely wasn't my favorite character at all. I just found there to be a lot of flaws in her character, and I don't like the ability she starts with either. The Sentinel, Saboteur, Commando. I would have much rather had another Ravager, but I don't know, she's alright I guess. She turns out to be the best Commando in the game. I probably will end up using her anyway, but we'll see. I definitely like using Lightning as a Commando over Fang, especially because the animations are allow you to dodge a lot easier, but Fang overall just does more damage. Again, we'll see. Alright, so I just switched the paradigms up a little bit. I'm not really going to show it. There's not much point because these segments are so small. And you're not going to be switching these paradigms a lot because Fang and Lightning are only going to be together for so long, right? Because the party changes so much in this game. Anyway, we're fighting another one of these guys, which reminds me of the last episode. Again, it's been a while, but that episode where Snow was on his own fighting one of these things and I used like half of my potions when I could have just summoned. That was the biggest waste that I could have ever done. Not that potions are completely useful or valuable or anything. I just could have saved myself the hassle. Anyway, more about Fang. Her saboteur is different than Vanille's. It debuffs the enemy, but she has different abilities. Namely slow, which is actually pretty good. It affects most enemies, which usually buffs don't affect enemies. There's a lot of enemies that have tolerances to the debuffs, but slow is one of the ones that is actually pretty good. Man, I butchered that explanation. Anyways, I just added a Cerberus, or Double Trouble, I think it's called, with 2 commandos. So I just got an incentive chip as a drop item there, which is one of the items that I'm gonna be farming later on in the game. I think it's in chapter 8 or 9. But yeah, they're worth a lot of money.
Who are you?
Where do I start? I've got a few screws loose, but I'm a l'Cie, same as you. Difference being, I wasn't born on Cocoon.
What?
I'm from Grand Pulse, the world below you all hate so much. My partner and I turned a crystal there and gone to sleep. But when we came around, here we were. The reason Cocoon's in such an uproar is the same reason you're here now. Vanille and I woke up.
Evacuation protocol. You will be moved to a secure location.
The Sanctum follows Fal'Cie orders. It's not just after l'Cie. They'll target civilians and purge everyone who's a threat.
And more innocents get killed.
You can't take the blame for that.
Someone has to.
We can still save them. We let loose and bring the army to us.
Draw their fire?
I'm supposed to protect you. I can't let this happen. It's a tough call, that's for sure. Only one choice, I guess. I try to save everyone. So, Hope, are you with me on this? You just need to look out for yourself.
Despite how old this game is,
There's nothing.
a lot of these games generally don't do face recognition very well. Look, the faces look like crap. and it's hard to tell which emotion they're portraying, but I think this game nailed it. Pretty sure face recognition is the wrong word, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. So now we're killing Guardian Corps members, which I always felt bad about because they were kind of dragged into it and given orders by people they're not supposed to give orders, or been given orders to. And as you play further into the series, you learn more and more about the soldiers in this game and the difference between the SciComm and the Guardian Corps. So honestly, you only ever learn that if you read the data logs, which is quite literally basically a novel. There's so much text in this game. They put so much effort into that lore and don't really care to explain it during the cutscenes. But yeah, it might as well be a book, man. There's just so much to learn. It's another one of those bad criticisms about this game. Just the lack of explanation during the actual game, but I didn't mind that at all. Reading about that, I was actually excited every time a data log entry came in. And again, I am a huge reader, but most Final Fantasy players are, because when you came into this series, it was nothing but reading. There was no voice acting or anything of the sort. So I think there are items somewhere around here. I think they hit them pretty well for considering the lack of routes you can actually take. Two incentive chips, that's definitely worth it for the guild.
What was that all about?
This is probably part of the game where people were just rushing through it because they were trying to see, like, get to the actual game, because people thought we're like, this is a joke, it's just running through hallways, which I completely understand, but like I said earlier, it opens up a bit.
Time to switch, kiddo.
Wow, we're just getting those chips like crazy. I guess this would be a good area to do it as well. Probably a lot easier than the area I'm gonna be doing it in, but I'm gonna hit two birds with one stone. The area I'm thinking of has a lot of experience, or Crystarium points anyway, and I will be having to do a lot of grinding later on in the game. So I got a Guardian Amulet, which is not a bad item. It casts Protect when you're low health. Actually quite useful.
Not good.
Is there a problem? Now why don't you just calm down? Now what's going on?
I've got you.
I am a Pulse l'Cie! I'm here to kill you all!
What are you doing?
Clearing the area. They'll open fire on a crowd. Doesn't matter who dies. Just wipe them all out.
Alright, so now we're facing these jetpack guys, jet commanders or whatever the hell they're called. They have a pretty nasty missile attack that can kill you in one hit. So you'd have to be careful about that. That's why you have Snow as a sentinel. Because I remembered wrong. I don't think they do the attack right away. Maybe when they're at half health or something. I don't know what missiles would be. Would that be considered magic or a physical attack? It's most likely physical, right? I know I probably reference Final Fantasy VI a lot, but missiles were magic in Final Fantasy VI. So I couldn't tell you what they are in this game. Yeah, see that it just went off there and I had Protect on and it took half the health off Snow.
You see that?
Nice, now we're getting to the thousands of damage. The threshold for damage in this game is pretty insane. I think you can get up to 100,000. And there's actually achievements for hitting over 100,000. Which is only really attainable by using summons. You can't actually hit over 100,000 with your characters. At least I never have. Anyways, I fought these guys pretty conservatively. I think I can be a little more aggressive next time around.
That's what I'm talking about.
Alright, so vastly more inferior fight. I didn't even need to buff up my guys. There is one particularly nasty fight coming up with two of these guys and that motorcycle thing that uses Gatling.
How about this? No problem.
Oh yeah, I leveled up to Crystarium, by the way. I don't know if I should keep mentioning that, but every time I switch characters I level up because the experience of this game carries over.
Hey. You okay?
Leave her alone!
See, scum! Save the girl! Call the army!
Don't you touch her!
Protect Cocoon!
It's okay! You're okay now!
This is our town. Get out of here!
Oh, great.
You better run, Lassie, scum! No mercy! We can take him! Why'd you have to ruin it? Kill the Lassie! Careful now! I'm not afraid of you!
Help us!
Magic! We don't stand a chance! We can't fight that!
I'm sorry.
Time to go! Stop them! Empty those clips! Fire!
Gotta stay ahead of them. We walk from here.
Alright, well, yet another heartfelt scene.
Time to wasting.
Pretty crazy how that little girl just pushes Hope aside like he's nothing. Also, if you want to stay ahead of him, why don't you continue using the jetpack thing? It's a lot faster than just leisurely meandering like we have been.
Felix Heights is that way, right? Still pretty far. A great place for family living. So they say. Looks like it actually might be, huh?
Yeah, well, the sea don't have family.
Hey, listen to me, kid. I'm an orphan. I barely got to know my family. But someday, I'm gonna have my own. Once I save Sarah and protect Cocoon.
How exactly?
It's a good question. I want to do what's right, but everyone hates l'Cie. Kinda hard to help someone that's trying to kill you. It'll be tough. But everything will work out in the end. As long as we stay together and hold on to hope.
We don't have any. Well, l'Cie's only hope is a quick death.
Seems pretty harsh. I wonder what the hell the point of shooting down that sign was. Maybe they're hoping we'd get lost. Oh crap, did I miss that fight? Did they fly down here? Well, they definitely see me. And am I gonna be able to pick up this item? Alright, what the fuck happened there? He wasn't even close to me. Not even sure where he came from. Anyways, I think these are the tougher versions of the weird bike guys we faced earlier. They have a mean attack, the Gatling gun thing. I think I mentioned it last video, or the one before. But I don't think you actually saw it yet.
Pull it for me! How about this? Time to switch, kiddo.
Yeah, it takes a second once it starts. It needs to charge it up or whatever. The idea is to try to stagger it before it hits it off because you interrupt the attack. Pretty shitty example. Just hit hope and it goes on until it pretty much kills you. The only other way aside from staggering it is to hit up the sentinel and use provoke so it doesn't hit hope, and then use steel guard because it does no damage to you. Anyways, yeah, that sucked. Yeah, another Phoenix down the drain.
It's me you want!
Now that I think of it, I think just attacking it right off the bat to get a quick stagger would have been the right idea. Yeah, that's basically the prime idea of this game, is just to find a way to stagger the enemy. At least up until the end fights. Because normally you just need a Ravager, Commando, and a really good Synergist. But later on, you find out you need Saboteur and the Sentinel because there are enemies that hit you so hard that it's impossible to survive it no matter how much health you have. So it's really diverse. And that's why I really like the battle system in this game. Yeah, I don't think I can get these guys. I might have just lost out on a fight. Unless these guys are them. Whatever. One fight is not all that bad. I wonder when that battle's coming up. That really nasty one I was talking about earlier. I think that was one that made me quit this game for like at least a couple months. Because I tried and tried and tried. Then again, I was like 13 years old, so I wasn't as good as video game player as I am now. Man, that fight was hard.
Just too easy.
I think I go down here first. Got a thrust bearing, which is another component, I believe. I was actually wondering if it might be better to sell the crappier components and to just use that gil to buy like the overpowered ones. So you don't want to miss that weapon for hope. It's not a very good one, so I didn't equip it.
No problem.
Probably gonna skip those ones, even though they're pretty challenging fights. There's one coming up, like I said before, and that one's gonna be very exciting. So there's another shroud, which I haven't even used yet. I should start using some of them.
Just too easy.
So there's an item back here that's really easy to miss. So you're gonna want to grab that. You're gonna definitely want to grab that. 2,000 gil. It's not insignificant at all. Well, I lost hope at the end there, but it wasn't a tough fight at all. I just let him die because I didn't want to switch again. I want to say it's the next fight. That's the tough one. The one with the the snipers and the motorbike thing. Yep, this is the one. Alright.
Follow my lead.
Definitely gonna want to buff up. At least have protect. I'm gonna put shell on just in case.
Anytime.
Probably just gonna keep this on until one of the Gatlings passes.
Thanks, partner.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, I didn't get that steel guard off, but it doesn't matter too much. See if I can take one of these guys out before another Gatling hits.
You're mine.
Don't die yet.
Later. It's all about teamwork. I can.
That was very risky. Oh, he's taking a while to do his Gatling.
Thanks, Hope.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, see, next to no damage. Alright, I definitely have time to get this other guy before the next one hits. Man, those snipers really like to attack Hope, though.
Follow my lead.
It's been every fight they target him.
How about this? How about this? It's all about teamwork.
Yeah, but pretty easy once you know what you're doing. You definitely want to avoid those Gatlings.
Oh, follow my...
Yeah, I staggered him in the middle of that. That was a little risky though. Yeah, if this is not 5 stars, I don't know what is. This was a perfect fight. Yep, there it is. I'm definitely editing out those previous fights. Despite how hard they may seem, they're nothing compared to the one we just had. So I'm just gonna edit them out.
I wanted to ask you something.
What's that?
You say you want a family. What if they were taken from you?
Well then, I'd take them back.
And what if you couldn't? What if you knew who was to blame?
Well then, there'd be trouble. Hey, are you okay? Did you get hit in the head or something? Or... I guess we'll have to talk about this later.
Don't just stand there.
Hope, wait!
Alright, funny thing I remember about this is this fight is nowhere near as hard as the one we just had. But it is considered a boss, so let's do it up.
Thanks, partner.
Oh, yeah, and I have bar fire, which is really useful against this thing. I'm glad that Hope knows to use it. But yeah, I'd much rather have control of Hope with these two. That's doing no damage at all. The flinch is kind of annoying though.
Time to switch, kiddo. How about this?
Yeah, so once you're protected, it's doing absolutely nothing. You're just back and forth between slash and burn and dual casting.
Hope, follow my lead.
It's just a bunch of weak attacks. Even that does nothing. I think I remember it having like a different form or something. When you get like halfway. Oh. What the hell happened?
Time to switch, kiddo.
It sacrificed defense over offense.
It's all about teamwork.
It still does no damage. I haven't even leveled up for this fight either, so if I did, this would be even more of a cakewalk. Should probably heal quick. In case that has something nasty, but I doubt it does.
It's all about teamwork.
I'm doing insane amounts of damage here.
Time to switch, kiddo.
It's too bad I couldn't kill it during that one stagger, but it has barely any health left.
Thanks, Hope. Thanks, partner.
That was ideal. switched right after it used its most powerful attack. I'm probably gonna kill it before I get the next stagger.
It's all about teamwork. Oh, follow me! It's all about teamwork. Well, come on!
Oh, alright. No, that's the same thing. I thought it was gonna do something crazy. No, that's basically it. I'm playing it safe.
Time to switch.
I probably shouldn't have, though. It's dead. And that should be the last attack. Yeah, easily 5 stars. That was nothing.
Oh, yeah!
If you need to take a break, why don't we do it over there? Here.
I'm not thirsty.
Okay. Well, don't want to waste it.
Mommy? Mommy? I can't. Snow? What do you plan to do? I need to know.
I told you. Save Sarah, protect Cocoon, and have myself a big, happy family. Still, it's a long road ahead. Or maybe not so long. Whatever happens, things will work themselves out. Even if you're Lassie, you gotta keep fighting. Yeah.
And what if that gets people around you involved?
What?
What happens when your actions end up ruining someone's life? What if someone dies? What then, Snow? How do you pay for what you've done?
I can't!
All right? There is nothing that can make something like that right again. When someone's dead, when someone's gone, words are useless.
So that's it? People die and you just run away?
I know! It's all my fault. I don't know how to fix it. Where do you start? What do you say? All I can do is go forward. Keep fighting and surviving until I find the answers I need.
There are no answers! You're running from what you deserve!
Why don't you tell me what I deserve?
The same fate! Nora Estime. She was my mother. And she died because of you!
You're the one she meant.
When we came out of crystal stasis, we didn't remember our focus or what we'd done. All we could do was wander Cocoon, looking for what we'd lost.
Let's give up. Forget our focus. We don't need it.
We don't need it? Look, if we don't figure it out and pull it off, you're gonna be a Sith.
It's just making a kid that young, Alyssa. It's not right.
Yeah, it's unfair. But guess what? We grin and bear it like good Lassie, or the Falsey starts making more. Like that girl the other day. It doesn't matter what our focus is. We do it, whether we like it or not.
But
say we call it quits. You think these people will let us go? They'll lynch us in the street. Listen, Vanille. We do what we gotta do, and get ourselves off this filthy world as fast as we can.
fine.
You get out of here first. I'll buy you some time.
Aww.
Now, don't you worry. I'll come and find you, no matter where you go.
Wait! Fang! Fang! Please! Don't leave me!
You're not gonna end up a Sith. You boys coming or not? Your fight's right here! By the time I took care of them all, Vanille was long gone. After that, Rains and his cavalry found me. I never stopped searching for Vanille, but I couldn't find her. Her or our focus.
So, you're telling me Sarah will come back to life someday too?
Yep. We didn't do our job right. That's why it made her a Lassie. We messed up. Sorry. That it?
You sure better hope so. But whether we're square, that's up to Sarah.
You sound exactly like Snow. And he didn't hit me.
Wait, he already knows this?
Wow. That's a load off. Glad I apologized.
You apologized so you'd feel better?
Guess so. How about you? Feel any better now that you hit me?
It didn't change anything.
Huh. Tell that to my jaw.
Felix Heights is up there. Still a ways before we get to Hope's place.
Better pick it up.
We'll head through that gate.
Right.
Well, gotta say, it's probably two of the best cutscenes of this game. Fang definitely deserved that slap, and now we finally got the payoff for Hope and Snow. Really gotta hand it to Square. They really know how to tell a story. That first scene was very intense and definitely well written. Thought for sure the Crystarium would expand after that, but I guess it was a pretty underwhelming fight. It's a pretty sick shot at the end there. But yeah, those the fights before that boss were definitely a lot more overwhelming than the actual boss. I needed to heal once or twice during that fight.
Hardly worth the effort.
These ones are pretty underwhelming as well, especially after the experience we got. They're the same ones we had before we took control of Hope and Snow. Yeah, these guys just pose no threat at all. Especially since I have both of the heaviest hitters in this game. Alright, that was a weapon for Fang, which I did not equip. It wasn't very good. I also put the Guardian Amulet on Fang, because I didn't have an accessory on her. And there was no other items up there. Alright, so yet another iteration of the Behemoth. Let's see how good this one is. I should really start switching paradigms right at the beginning, because that animation just stops your momentum.
Follow my lead.
My mic cut out. What I was trying to say is switching paradigms right at the beginning
Change of plans.
just gets that animation over with. Man, I'm glad that was the beginning of the cycle. I probably would have been killed right there.
Eat this.
So this seems to be a pretty tough fight.
All right. Eat this.
He's not charging, so he's gonna transform halfway through. Or once I negate half his health, he'll transform and then heal again. Even his first form is doing a lot of damage. That heave thing is really taking me out.
Follow my lead.
I didn't bother with the Saboteur either. I don't think this is one of the enemies that isn't susceptible to slow. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm not even gonna bother now. No point. By the way, that was the perfect time to put the Guardian Amulet on Fang. When you're at critical health, it casts Protect on you. It's an item that we just got. It's actually pretty good. Quite useful when you're in a pinch. So I was wrong about him healing. There is a Behemoth later on that does heal after it comes into his second form. But this guy doesn't. But I think he still uses Sunder. Yeah, that slow probably will take multiple casts, but I still think it's not susceptible to it. Yeah, and there's that Sunder I was talking about. Does a lot of damage. Should be fine now. But yeah, I highly suggest the Guardian Amulet during these fights. Pretty shocked at that 5 stars. Wasn't expecting that. It was kind of a slow fight.
Okay, let's get Snow on the line. Damn thing's still jammed. He can take care of himself.
We'll just have to believe that. Hey, Fang.
Hmm?
The others are safe, right? If any of us got caught, they'd make an announcement.
Yeah, they would. They'd have to let everyone know that the big bad Lassie can't hurt him no more. These Cocoon people, bunch of cowards and blowhards.
These Cocoon people have spent centuries under Fal'Cie law, in constant fear of a Pulse invasion. If it weren't for Sarah, I'd have been out there too, hunting Lassie. Would have been nothing but targets to me.
Well, Grand Pulse is just as twisted. Cocoon's a floating nest of vipers, ready to strike. Or so I thought.
So, you became a Lassie to fight the Vipers. And destroying the nest is your... Huh. I mean, our focus now.
Until we woke up here, we'd been in crystal stasis. Which means we must have completed our first focus. Why can't I remember that part? My childhood's clear as day. But the one thing I need, it's just gone. Blank. Like an empty page. I reach for the memory, and nothing's there. Then there's my brand. It's all messed up. Vanille and me, we lost our past and our focus.
And now, you want to find them? Be a Pulse, Lassie. An enemy of Cocoon?
Pulse and Cocoon can rot for all I care. If I don't figure out our focus soon, Vanille's gonna be a Sith. I'll tear down the sky if it'll save her.
Well, learned quite a bit about Fang this episode. Kinda shocked that Lightning didn't say anything about the fact that Vanille was her partner, and Vanille is part of Grand Pulse. With no reaction at all. Then again, Fang would have probably attacked her or something if Lightning said anything about being with Vanille and not protecting her and leaving her behind. So I guess that kinda makes sense. Alright, so 2 of these fucking things. It was tough enough with one fighting it with snow, but this might be a little bit tough actually. Just hope they both don't target snow. And I need them to stop blitzing too. I need to focus on one of them. Oh yeah, these are the guys who, when they get below half health, they start like attacking you like crazy. Yeah. I'm just going after Fang. I would have died if it weren't for the Guardian Amulet. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Oh, he happened to miss. It's every 3 seconds he does it. Alright. I got one of them. Shouldn't be a problem now. I actually kind of want him to attack Fang. Fang is protected.
Don't get predictable.
Oh. You can get them both there. Alright. Wasn't too bad. Still kind of annoying. I still wonder how you were supposed to fight that one with snow when you're alone with snow without using a technical point. Because you should be forced to use summons and fights. Maybe until, like, not until the very end.
Hey, Lightning.
Call me Light.
Did you see Vanille's brand?
No.
No, huh? Want to know how long until it's Sith City? Just look at your brand. You start getting more arrows, and then finally an eye. Once it opens all the way, you're done. Let's have a look. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Nowhere near. You got time. Still, you never know. Some people, doesn't take so long. You get a nasty shock, it can speed up the process. Vanille's brand must be pretty far along by now. I gotta save her and get her home.
To Pulse, you mean?
To Grand Pulse. I hear that the Sanctum prevents people from leaving Cocoon. I'd like to see him try and stop me.
So, that's your plan. Wish I had one. Without Sarah, without a future, there's nothing to plan for. There's no way out of this mess, and no way to fight it. I'm stuck trading blows with the Sanctum, but that's no plan. Even if we topple the government, where's that leave us? With nothing to fight for, I might as well be dead.
Your sister. You've got plenty to fight for. Think about it. Don't you want to see Sarah after she wakes up? That's your future right there. All you gotta do is survive. It's simple.
Right.
Snow, they found him.
Hope. Hey, Hope!
A lot of cutscenes. Anyway, what I was saying is, I don't mind using summons. They just take too long and it adds to the battle timer.
As enemy combatants. I repeat, this is a SciComm announcement.
Time to move.
This area has been placed under quarantine. Entry to and exit from this area are prohibited. Transfer requests will not be granted. Violators will be treated as enemy combatants.
Is that it? Are you done? Alright. Well, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles.